Hey Jamie, how are you doing? I don't know, let me know if you can hear me. If you have Discord, I'm still on Discord. Uh you can always hit me up on there if you need to talk or anything. Hey Carrie. Let me see if I can do that on here on the computer. Sometimes I can be really intelligent when it comes to technology, and then sometimes I can be a total blonde. You could say that. We're getting along, I suppose. I've buried the hatchet, so long as it stays buried. That's all I ask. All right, friend request sent. Carrie, this Babylon is 100% different from the Babylon you know. Like, complete opposite. Yay. So let's see here. What do I want to do? I don't know how I don't know if I can enter into StreamYard from the other thing without bumping myself off. Um, it's about it's about this Jim Manning person. That's who I'd like to talk about. I'm pretty positive that that's Maddie because I wasn't even aware of this person until a link to one of their videos was sent to me, and it was Carrie, something about Carrie. I don't know. I can't even remember what the video was specifically, but uh, I got a little bit like I got this slight red flag, like my antenna went ding ding. You know, my spider senses started tingling. And I went and I looked at their page, and then I had this idea to go look at some idiot's page. And that's when I noticed this community tab from a week ago that I didn't even see. And there's Jim Manning, same person, with all of the same talking points that Maddie has. And I'd like to point out that the only person that gives a fuck about what some idiot has to say on her community tab is Maddie. She's the only one. And this Jim Manning person shouldn't know me at all, and yet they seem to know me very well. I mean, if you go by what they're saying on some idiot's page, they sound like they know me. They don't, but like I said, some idiot and Maddie are two peas in a fucking pod. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having a clip channel about Carrie. Not at all. If I cared enough about it, I could do the same. Anybody can do the same. I just don't understand why she's not using her own, uh, just being straight up about who she is. Oh, come on now, Carrie. Don't be disparaging my boyfriend like that. Come on. I can't have that. Only I'm allowed to make fun of him. What's up, baby girl? You need something? Okay. I enjoy watching the chat. I feel like my chat ends up being the grounds where people can come and confront each other. No, Teddy Bear wishes. He's got iconic, and I know she's handling him well. I was kind of hoping that Jim Manning would show up, but. I'm Batman. I mean, I'm iconic. Who's iconic? No, that felt wrong. I love iconic. Iconic is iconic. She is an absolute queen. I could talk about iconic, and then this whole stream, I could talk about how awesome she is. Teddy Bear and I could do a whole live stream talking about that iconic is. Teddy Bear, come on. Now you're going to make her think that you're that dude again. I'm telling you, it's Maddie. It's absolutely Maddie. Is it even really doxing when everybody already, I mean, I'm assuming everybody already knows Carrie's dox at this point. I don't, but I mean, it's been what is it, rumored? I guess. Right, so it's not doxing. I guess, but she's his wife. That's kind of his problem. If he's mad about it, I'm sure she'll find out. But Carrie, I will address that you need to lay the fuck off of Miss Mudduck because she did not dox you. Sorry, not sorry, but that was not a dox, and you need to stop with that behavior towards her because she doesn't deserve it. I mean, it was a public record. It would have come out. It would have come out regardless. Look who you had after you. Look who you still have after you. If it wasn't Mrs. M just punching your name into a database that's freely available to everybody, it would have been Jules or Teddy Bear or Draven or anybody else. It would have been Draven first. If Draven hadn't gotten that information from Ms. Mudduck, it would have been Draven doing it himself or having Mousy do it for him. She says it was just your public. It was just your records. Yeah, she said she just gave your records to Draven. Okay, but they were public records. It wasn't a dox. So you don't need to be inciting your community into anger against her, because that's just being petty. She gave your address to who? Because even if it was a dox, even if she did dox you, it would have to be done in a public forum. If she handed your address to Draven and he put it in a public forum, that's sort of different. That's not quite doxing. And this is valid. Teddy Bear is very valid. I mean, we can't cry about something that we've been involved with ourselves. I was just Carrie has been vehemently pissed off at another person for passing her public records along to them, and I believe it was done privately. And then that person may or may not have posted it in publicly, and Carrie is very upset about it. And anytime she sees this person's name, she gets very angry. And I feel like, as a creator who has over 200 viewers in chat at a time, that it's irresponsible of you to incite such an angry response when you and I both know that that information specifically is easily gotten and would have been put out there by anyone else. But again, Carrie, you going off on it every time you see Mrs. Mudduck is not the right response. I'm sorry. You have a responsibility as a creator, and that's something that we've all tried to tell you from day one. You have a large following of people who are very loyal to you, and it doesn't matter what you do or have done, they're still going to be loyal to you. And that's not fair to Mrs. Mudduck for you to demonize her continuously over something that would have come out regardless. I think that was even before my time, but that would have been wrong. That would have been wrong. Doxing is wrong, inherently wrong. But what Miss Mudduck did was essentially go into local public records and get Carrie's arrest record or something along those lines. They were public records. All you had to do was put in Carrie's name, and Carrie was using her actual real life name as her profile account when she first started her channel. So she can't say that Mrs. Mudduck doxed her. But that's what she's been doing, and I feel like that's not fair to Mrs. Mudduck, because that's going to place this target on her head from Carrie's community. Does it though? Does it mean that you need to continue with her though? I mean, can't you? It's like I don't know why, but I'll say it one more time. It would have, your address was going to come out because of your own doing. You were posting, not only did you post your real name as your channel name, but all of the awards and things that you've gotten for your photography. You know how easy it would have been to trace you back to who you were back when I was even still your moderator. Had I felt like it, I could have traced you back to who you were in a heartbeat, because you made it so easy, Carrie. Mrs. Mudduck was probably not the only person who had your address. She's just the only one who admitted to what she did. It doesn't matter if you see or talk to her. But the other day, I watched a live stream of yours, and you saw Mrs. Mudduck in chat, and you started snapping the fuck off. And then, of course, your chat started following right along. That's what I'm talking about, Carrie. You cannot be this ignorant. I shouldn't have to repeat myself 4 or 5 fucking times. Good. I'm glad. That's new for you, Carrie, because normally you do that in private Discord chats and Discord servers. My only point is Mrs. Mudduck, what she did was wrong, but I don't think you need to be sending your audience out after her. I feel like your address would have gotten out there regardless because of your own actions and your own what how else to put it besides failure to protect your identity. That's what it boils down to. And I'm sorry that if she did take your address and give it to somebody, I'm sorry that that happened. I just don't feel like you should be pissing your whole audience off to get mad at her. She's a little old lady. She may have made a mistake. But I don't think that she needs to be demonized every time you see her screen name fly by in somebody else's chat. That's all I'm trying to get at here. Everybody around here has done some fucked up shit to everybody else. But I don't think that attacking some people like Mrs. Mudduck is going to get anything done. It's not going to change anything. I just don't see the need to continuously bring it up. If I had proof, Carrie, I wouldn't be required to give it to you. You can see your way out if you don't like what I have to say. Bye, Felicia. I know it's the same plausible deniability game that she has played from the get-go. Because if she gets pissed off at somebody on her stream, that's going to start her entire audience in on that person. And she doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care about that. And she's willfully ignoring what I'm trying to say, the message I'm conveying here. Like, she was in the shit. Draven specifically would have searched up her address for sure. Draven with his little mouse detective would have absolutely 100%. I guarantee you Mrs. Mudduck was not the only person that had Carrie's address. So the fact that she keeps on attacking Mrs. Mudduck over it is just, it's petty. That's all I'm trying to say. That's the truth. Mrs. Mudduck is nothing more than a subscriber. And I haven't seen any proof that she gave out anybody's address. She admitted that she looked up the arrest record. Well, see, and that's the thing, Jamie. Mrs. Mudduck freely admitted to me and others in a Discord server, that she did look up Carrie's arrest records. She didn't once mention anything about giving out an address. So I'm not even sure that that's actually fact. Okay, I know that they both are saying that Mrs. Mudduck put out her public records. Both are confirming that fact. So that is the fact that I'm going off of. And if that's all that happened, it's not a dox. I just spoke to her, Carrie. All right. If Mrs. Mud Duck wants to come over, or if she wants to talk to me privately and tell me that yes, she did give out your address, then fine. But like I said, you two have one fact that is being confirmed by you both, and that's she got your public records and gave them to somebody online. That's the one fact that's being confirmed by both parties. Clip it and post it to your channel, and I'll take a look at it. That's just all I mean, that's just it. It's not like Mrs. Mudduck has denied to me that she did this. I'm not saying she's denied that she put your address out if that's what she did do, but all she has admitted that she got your public records. I thought you were leaving because you didn't like being criticized, Carrie. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't like my opinion, there's the door. The proverbial door. Let me look over here in Discord and see what's going on. Anyway, well, that's all I really needed to speak on with Carrie. I just wanted to touch on that. What kind of pizza? I think it all kind of depends on what kind of pizza we're talking about. What's DKM? Oh, well, that's no fun. You need to tell them that you hate, like, you hate pepperoni pizza. And then maybe they'll send you pepperoni pizza. Like, I'll tell everybody, if you have my address, I absolutely despise uh, stuffed animals. I hate them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you telling me that y'all still have to pay? You guys don't have to pay for your pizzas before you put the order in? Because around here, you have to pay for it before the order will even go through. Hi, Converse. How are you doing? Oh, I wonder what's wrong with my PlayStation. We are not. Um, there's nothing that there's nothing else that I specifically want to talk about. I think at the moment, unless there's something that others would like to talk about. Where'd my picture go? Did my picture disappear? It did. That's lame. Converse. Why not just call the pizza place and tell them not to accept any online orders for your house? That community is still toxic as fuck. I just don't I don't see how you I really don't get it. I will never understand how you can surround yourself with people like, you know, those that you have around. Some of those, not obviously not all of them. Like I remember Sunflower. She was nice. Uh Euphoria. I liked her too. I miss Shelby. I still talk to V though. They're so weird. They're absolutely 100% fucked in the head. And I'm sorry you have to put up with that bullshit. What's Ghost's full screen name on YouTube? Does he have a girlfriend? Okay, so he's not the same person then. I was wondering if he was somebody else that I know. Wonder why my I know another ghost around here. Why is it that people who call themselves ghosts think that they're so I don't know. Well, nowadays it's not necessarily that people are coming at me. I'm just um tired of the make believe bullshit that goes on. Ghosts are for guys that want to be edgy. They want to act like they're some kind of internet overlord. Some Order 66 bullshit. I don't get it. I think I made Carrie mad. I guess if maybe they like you. She did. It's this Jim Manning person on YouTube here. Uh, they've created an archive account to clip Carrie and make fun of her, and I'm pretty positive I know who it is. I mean, it's connecting a few dots. It's really not that hard to connect the dots either. It's all right there on YouTube for people to see. It just it takes it literally is like connecting dots. I'm pretty sure I even saw Maddie say in the geek room that she wanted to start a clip channel uh, when they were talking about how Carrie was going to be a lolcow now. I think it was Maddie that said that she would make a clip channel and clip Carrie. Well, I mean, I kind of get off a little bit on chaos. I won't lie. Maddie is Maddie is some idiot's friend, first and foremost. They're cohorts. I mean, is Maddie still in Carrie's community? Because if that's the case, that's hilarious. Carrie, stop being fucking stupid. Maddie and some idiot are best friends. Don't keep Maddie in your community. It's just common sense. Like, they were plotting. I told you all this. I said that they were plotting together before you made some idiot and Maddie your moderator, your top mods and shit. They were plotting together against you, Carrie. Jesus fucking Christ. I believe it. Maddie is definitely not happy that Carrie turned on some idiot and wouldn't take some idiot's side and everything. And finally, at the end of the day, all of this right here, 100%. Yeah, she has she has a pretty sizable platform, and yet all she really cares about is all this petty ass bullshit. She wants to stream snipe me of all fucking people, to make fun of me. And then she wants to say that that's not squashing the bullshit. That's clearly not her starting shit with me. I don't know. Maddie, you should just do your clip channel under your full name with your whole chest. I mean, why not? Unless she is like trying to be some kind of a mole in Carrie's community. Now that would be hilarious. Oops. My bad. Can you turn the volume up for me, please? Oh, it's right there. Yeah. I don't know if it works. Oh, thank you.
I wanted to ask for some advice because my legs are kind of hairy, but I don't want to take another shower to shave them. So,
Just do it in the tub.
it's like kind of around.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm doing great. It's been a good day so far. The sun is shining. I had a nice fire the other night. Let me know if that's too loud. How's that? My boyfriend was he was in the hospital this morning. He's actually going to be staying over. He had his shoulder replaced. It's kind of funny because I have to get an MRI done on my lower back and I might be having surgery. So we're gonna we're gonna be twinsies. Yeah, I'm worried about his recovery because he's got a dog that is about a year old and he's not a big dog. He's kind of like a medium sized dog. He's like a mix of, I think he's got beagle and pit bull in him, and maybe something else, German Shepherd maybe. But he's decently sized and he's chunky, and I'm just worried that he's gonna jump all over my boyfriend and slow his healing down. Yes, exactly. Puppy energy. He's a great dog. I love him a bit. He's just I'm just worried about him jumping all over my boyfriend while he's healing. That's all. We have so much going on though right now. With his surgery, and then I have my MRI to do, and then we're looking for an apartment. I got a lot going on, but it's all positive. It's all forward progress. Oh, what do we got over here? What do you guys think about this shit with P. Diddy? We had, it looks like Suge Knight. Suge Knight is warning Diddy that his life is in danger. Hi, Mrs. Mudduck. Yes, you were the topic of our conversation for a little bit. I am very sorry that I didn't wait for you to be here. You missed Carrie. Carrie says that you doxed her, that you put out her address. And as far as I know, you've only admitted to posting or DMing Draven with her public records. So I wanted to address that. I know it really isn't my business, but I wanted to anyway. Wanted to give my 2 cents. All right. I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry. I believe that Carrie should be more responsible with her platform and not target subscribers needlessly. I doubt that you actually doxed her address. I doubt that. I like you. You've always been kind. Well, okay, I can't say that. You were kind of an asshole to me at one point, but we've water under the bridge, right? We've squashed it, and I'm going to continue to have it squashed. Just like as with Carrie, if she wants to she wants it to be squashed, it can be squashed. Yes, Mrs. Mudduck is the one that Carrie is accusing of putting out her address, of doxing her. Literally, anytime Carrie is reviewing somebody's live stream, which that's what she does as a channel, she's a reaction channel. If she sees Mrs. Mudduck in the chat, she will quickly start snapping the fuck off. I just got a little loud. And I feel like that's just irresponsible because she's got a large subscriber base, a large audience, and inciting negative feelings towards one person who is just a subscriber is just tacky. It's real tacky. That's my opinion. Attacking subscribers is tacky. I think that there's a fine line, though, when a subscriber becomes involved in creators' dramas and things. That is a different story. But subscribers on their own, I think, just leave them the fuck alone. The subscribers are who you want. You want to attract them. You're not going to attract subscribers if you're attacking subscribers. I mean, people can disagree with me all they want, but I feel like that's what happened in my case with Carrie and some idiot. But that's neither here nor there. It's beyond that now. And see, I believe you. I honestly believe you. I don't believe that you put out the address because I think if you did, you would you'd be straight up about it. I mean, like I told Carrie, you're just an old lady. There's literally no reason for you to lie about it. You see, you're right. You are absolutely right. If the address had been given out, if it was just a link to her public records, it's entirely different, and then Carrie is misleading her audience at that point. And Carrie is saying that Ms. Mudduck admitted to it on a live stream, but we all know how Carrie likes to misrepresent and just frankly misunderstands what people say. She skews. She has in the past. So there really isn't any way I can take her words for face value. And there we have it. Unless I actually hear Mrs. Mudduck say, I gave Draven Carrie's home address. Unless that's what Mrs. Mudduck says in whatever live stream Carrie's talking about, then I don't believe it. I'm not just going to go off of Carrie's word, that's for sure. Just leave Mrs. Mudduck alone, Carrie. She is a subscriber. Just drop it. The more you talk about it, the more people are going to want to look at it. And then you're just, at that point, doxing yourself. And you're just keeping everybody's eyes on information that you don't want everybody to be seeing. I mean, when did this even allegedly happen? I have found Mrs. Mudduck to be very straightforward and honest. Now, being the internet, obviously, I can't say with full conviction that she's an honest person, but I feel my vibe, and I've learned to go with my gut on things, is that Mrs. Mudduck did not release Carrie's address. I believe that she released a link to her public records. That I do believe. Not her address. Nope. I got it. Sorry, Al, I'm trying to figure this out. Bless you. Okay. Why can't I? Okay, I see what I have to do. Now I got it. Whoa. There we go. How's that? Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, here. Here we go. This is a perfect example of rules for thee, but not for me. Carrie, you were calling you were telling people to contact his PO. It was a fucking game for you guys. This man's life. No, I didn't. Yeah. Carrie, you have no room to talk when you made a game out of Teddy's life. You and Omni and Mandalorian, Saint Ratty, your main mods, all of you made a game out of Teddy's life and contacting people in his personal life. I mean, Carrie, didn't you help interview somebody from Teddy Bear's personal life? I think what it is Mrs. Mudduck is an easy target. Everybody's tired of hearing her go off about you guys, so now she's attacking Mrs. Mudduck. Yeah. Carrie has a very bad habit of crying about shit that goes on all around her. She's participating in. The problem is that she knowingly lets people, like, she'll have her minions do most of her dirty work. That's what it boils down to. Either she's, because there's just no way she's completely ignorant to the things that are being done around her. Yeah. Yeah, people can think Muddy's an easy target all they want, but there's those of us that are more than willing to stick up for her. The date, July 15th, 2023. If you guys want, I can read this for you. Oh. Honey, they think that they can walk up. They think they can walk up and I won't do something. They don't know how wrong they are. I wish one of them would walk up. I doubt it. I don't think she will, because then that'll just continue the bullshit drama between me and her. I'm saying it right here and now. If she wants to go live and talk shit, then that's what it is. Then she's made her choice. Carrie, I know you're here. Mrs. Mudduck is right there. If you have something to say to her, say it now. Say it loud, say it proud. Literally, I could probably go over here and check out the participants. Okay. Okay, she's gone. Come on back over here, Carrie. Let's go. That's right. Hoo-yah. 100%. When did that happen?